Smoke signals measuring the invisible from Smokeless Chimney. Since the earliest settlers braved North American coldest weather, the use of wood combustion has served as a reliable heat source. Even today, consumers here in the U.S. and around the world rely upon wood-burning stoves and pellet heaters as a pleasant and efficient way to heat interior living spaces. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, there are approximately 13 million wood and pellet stoves in use today in the United States alone. Although our modern power grid is reasonably stable, outages do occur, and often during the worst weather, prompting many rural areas to resort to wood combustion to heat their homes, adding to the number of wood-burning stoves and heaters in use. Wood-burning stoves offer a cozy and efficient way to heat your home. It is good, reliable heat that requires little power, if any, to receive the welcome heat. This being said, traditional wood burning can release harmful pollutants into the air. These pollutants include particulate matter and post-combustion gases, can contribute to air pollution and negatively impact health. To address this issue, innovative technologies are emerging to make wood burning cleaner and safer. By investing in advanced solutions, we can enjoy the warmth of a wood fire without compromising our health, the environment, or heat comfort. Defining the problem. The problem can be defined as the smoke particles emitted from the chimney. Wood smoke exposure presents risks, particularly for vulnerable populations such as children, the elderly, and individuals with pre-existing respiratory conditions. To mitigate these risks, it is essential to adopt cleaner heating and cooking practices and promote the use of low-emission technologies. To combat these particle emissions, innovative technologies are emerging to mitigate the impact of wood smoke pollution. By investing in cost-effective and portable solutions, we can protect our health and preserve our wood heat atmosphere. Humans perceive smoke at a distance by how light interacts with the smoke particles. As you drive by a house on the road during daylight hours, smoke is viewed as gas cloud eddies with particles that travel some distance from the chimney. The darker the smoke and the farther it travels results in our minds as more smoke emissions. At night, in low light conditions, our sense of smell prevails as more sensitive to smoke. Smoke complaints. Smoke measurement is a growing science, from fire safety smoke detectors in the home to PM 2.5 monitors for air monitoring on up to smoke opacity measurement for chimneys, including pellet and wood stoves, is under close study. Smoke police or smoke complaint investigations are started by an observer, the victim, that files a complaint with the Air Quality Agency. The agency is the enforcement division and are directed to act on complaints received. The enforcement agency has multiple levels of response or reaction ranging from 1. A warning postcard or citation sent to the address of the smoke plume, 2. Site visit investigation by local authorities, 3. Levy of fines. Smoke laws by location. Washington State, for example, limits chimney smoke, how much light it blocks, to 20% for 6 consecutive minutes at a time. Anything thicker and longer could lead to enforcement actions. Smoke can't bother neighbors either, with the exception of initial startup. Burn bans make any emissions illegal. There are exceptions like power outages. The old-fashioned way, the Ringelmann method. So how do we measure smoke? The current method approved by the EPA is Method 9 visual opacity, and it involves comparing the smoke plume to a chart of white and black squares. The Ringelmann method. It's not exactly high-tech. A much-needed talk with industry experts. I talked with John Crouch from the HPBA. How long have you been with the HPBA? 35 years. What did you do for most of your career? Address air quality, non-attainment areas, Tacoma, Yakima, Spokane, Missoula, regions of Arizona, and more. How large of an issue is smoke from wood and pellet stoves? 9 or 10, right up there with fire safety. If we can reduce the smoke from wood stoves by more than half, how would that impact the wood stove industry? We already have. However, 60 to 75% of all wood stoves predate EPA or Oregon regulations. These stoves last for 20 or 30 years. Any additional words of wisdom? The days of non-attainment are not over. We will see many cities go back into non-attainment. A few regulations will be requested. What happened in the 90s may repeat itself in the near future. If a customer asks, "Can I burn on a burn ban day?" If the answer is no, the customer becomes upset. During Stage 1 burn bans, most new stoves can be operated. Stage 2 restricts all wood and pellet stoves. Different regions have different phrases for burn bans. The science of smoke measurement. Trained observers take smoke readings from a public area. Disregarding water vapor condensation, a common chimney output, it is important to note that this water vapor can be misinterpreted as smoke. And most of what a person sees coming from a chimney is water vapor condensing. The future of smoke measurement. Enter Smokeless Chimney. The good news, Smokeless Chimney is pioneering a new method using an octa-ring smoke meter with a light source and sensor. We are collaborating with a national laboratory on this project, testing pellet stoves and wood stoves. Standards and flexibility. Why Smokeless Chimney is different. While American Standard Testing and Materials, ASTM, standard test equipment exists, our octa-ring system offers more flexibility. It is designed to be a monitor as well as a control signal generator for combustion systems, allowing us to adjust light colors and sensors for optimal measurements. Beyond opacity and unveiling the mysteries of smoke. Among the advantages of this technology is the data collected delves much deeper than opacity readings, which are easy to understand, but incomplete for understanding the characteristics and content of smoke. In our research, we've determined that there are far more complex factors essential to creating a full profile of smoke. One of these is color shift, a metric we developed that complements opacity readings, especially during low opacity situations. A peek into the wood stove burning stages. Here's a simplified breakdown. 1. A cold startup. We have large particles under May scattering, blocking and scattering light. 2. Operating temperature. No visible smoke, but color shift indicates smaller particles scattering blue light, called the Tyndall effect. 3. Refueling, a short-term rise in opacity and color shift. 4. The embers or tail of the fire. Opacity is near zero, but color shift may indicate very small particles. Science in action. This research is currently under peer review, so it is early days. However, we have great scientists, interns, and innovators. We are using the scientific method to gather data and uncover new insights. Beyond the hype, separating myth from reality. The Tyndall effect explains why blue light scatters more readily. Think of the red sun setting on a smoky day. This indicates the presence and size range of smoke particles. Our technology might shed light, pun intended, on particles as small as 40 nanometers, far smaller than the human eye can detect. The road ahead. While this is all theoretical for now, it could revolutionize our ability to measure smoke particles beyond the standard PM10, PM2.5, and PM1 classifications. To put that in perspective, a PM2.5 particle is 2,500 nanometers, and a nanometer is a billionth of a meter. Science is a journey. I love exploring new scientific discoveries. However, some media outlets might sensationalize this research, portraying wood stoves and pellet stoves as invisible particle factories with residential chimneys puffing out billions of unseen particles. Before jumping to conclusions, we need to delve deeper into this theory that includes analyzing microscopic particle data. Trust in science. Our team includes dedicated scientists who are committed to a rigorous scientific approach, so let's keep exploring and unlock the secrets of smoke together. We can all improve all wood and pellet stoves, even existing wood stoves, for safety, efficiency, and emissions. Noel Patonsu, Smokeless Chimney, www.smokelesschimney.com.